Back to the Psychic Next Door. I hope you all had the opportunity to watch my premiere video, and I thank you for taking the time to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. I'm very grateful for all of you. My goal here today and always will be to provide you clarity and peace through these spirit-driven messages. So let's go ahead and dive in for our first video for our beautiful Taurus energy, our earth sign. Spirit's telling me right now that there's a lot to learn from you guys, so I'll be curious as to what unfolds during this message. I'm going to go ahead and pick an oracle deck and start shuffling while I share with you all the off-camera meditation details that I received. Okay? So my beautiful earth sign, the first thing they shared with me were the words, tomato, tomato. Okay? And then they were showing me a piece of sliced tomato and pointing out the seeds inside the tomato. And they were letting me know that you are slowly beginning to plant them for your future crop. They were letting me know that you're thinking ahead. I'm also receiving right now, and I did during my off-camera meditation, a very calm and relaxed energy. And they said, Taurus, for you this month, it's a slow and steady wins the race. Interestingly enough, I'm not sure if you all had the opportunity to watch my premiere video, but this came up for you guys during that premiere video. They showed me a piece of land with hills and like a valley and beautiful, beautiful green grass. And this individual was standing right in the middle, just taking in and enjoying the serenity and the calm, peaceful feeling that moment brought. It's also telling me that springtime vibes are a combination of cool and warm for you beautiful Taurians. They're letting me know that this month will be a mixture, it appears, of some cool and warm weather. It's also saying that they also mentioned that as the months progress, specifically in the month of June, your temperature is going to be rising. Now, time will tell here if these are actual temperatures that you're going to be feeling physically, or if a new phase in your life is turning over. Okay? So let's see what we have here. Let's get some oracle messages, Spirit, for our beautiful, beautiful Taurus family. Just such a calming and peaceful earth-like sensation I'm feeling. And we certainly pray that this is what you have coming through the month of April. All right, let's see what we have here for you guys. First, Feast of Plenty. Choices and their consequences. Okay. The number 20. The number 53, Stranger Curiosity. And finally, Spirit of the River, movement towards adventure. Very similar, number 50, very similar to that meadow feeling, or that visual I was receiving of the meadow and the peaceful, serene, calming waters. Just that whole vibe. That whole vibe is just like kind of overcoming me. And it feels as though you guys are moving from a very stagnant position, okay? Or stagnant waters to a very exciting time. Let's go ahead and pull the Gilded Tarot and see what clarifiers we have for my beautiful Taurians. I want to make sure you guys can see these well. Feast of Plenty, choice and their consequences. Interesting. Looks like you have some decisions, or a decision coming up that you're going to have to be making. or it's actually been on your mind already. You sort of know that there's something coming your way. You can almost anticipate it. You're very curious and inquisitive throughout the month of April. And I think from what I'm getting, that temperature rising in June, it leads to this movement here towards adventure. So this is certainly future energy. Certainly future energy. Let's see what we have here. Spirit, please provide my Taurians some beautiful clarifiers. Excellent. Yes. Matching the energy and the vibes. We have the Two of Pentacles. I'm sure you guys can see that. Two of Pentacles. We have the King of Cups. A wave, and I want to share with you, everything I'm feeling, seeing, to hopefully tie this message up for you. But I'm receiving such a calming and focused, positive movement for you here. And it feels like the journey begins in April. It feels like this, you've already kind of taken the steps in your head of what may be coming or what you might be interested in and moving towards. But it looks like in the coming months, perhaps this quarter, you're moving towards this. Am I taking these two cards? Yes, I am. Okay. Very good. Exactly right. Exactly right. All right. So we'll go over all these cards here in a minute. This is going to be my last card. Got it. Thank you. All right. Thank you, Spirit Guides. So let's break it all down, shall we? We have Feast of Plenty, choices and their consequences. Okay. The first card we drew in the tarot was the Two of Pentacles. Guess what, guys? You have choices. You have choices coming in your direction. Okay. Some of you may already have an inclination of what's coming or what you're being shifted towards. Okay. But understand, and like everything else, every choice has their consequence. You want to make sure you're choosing that right path for you. Then we have the King of Cups and the Page of Cups. So immediately I'm feeling that you're moving towards an emotional time. This kind of makes sense to me because remember, in my off-camera meditation, I was thinking, tomato, tomato. Typically, when you say that phrase or when you feel that phrase or hear that phrase, it's like a blasé. It's like, you could take it or leave it, right? It seems as though as this month approaches, as this month continues on through the coming months, there's more of a passion that kind of piques your interest. And they're telling me it's a passion that actually has crossed your mind before. You just haven't really taken any steps towards it. It's kind of just been a thought, right? You're curious now. You're becoming much more curious to what could happen or what could potentially come of this change or this option you see coming your way. And while it was kind of like in the distance past before where, it would come to your mind, you thought, I wonder if I could pull that off. I wonder if I should start maybe doing that side gig. I wonder if anything would come of it. You just kind of left it as a thought. Now you're much more curious. Now I kind of feel and see the wheels turning, right? They're showing me a wheel turning, okay? Which again, are your thoughts, your emotions. There's a little more, the best way I can describe it is there's a little more oomph, right? To it now. It's now you're wondering to yourself, can this be a reality? I'm curious. Can I bring this to fruition, right? It shows me that you're currently hard at work at what you do now, okay? It shows me that you thrive. It shows me that you live a pretty decent life. You know, you could pay your bills. You have some free time. But interestingly enough, there's a little something that's missing, my beautiful Taurus family. There's something that's missing. And it's in the back of your head. And the thing is right now, you can start to evolve and to see where this brings you. You don't necessarily have to, you know, if you're very successful right now, if you work a job that that you do enjoy, but there might be a little something that's missing. There's no harm in doing it outside of your current responsibilities, okay? Perhaps after work, perhaps on the weekend. Just taking a few hours and time to yourself. What I see here, and this is always, for whatever reason, this card panics so many people. And I don't know why, guys. I mean, I'll be honest. I mean, sure, it can certainly mean the death of a loved one. But that's not what I'm getting out of this reading. It's actually, for you, a death in an old way of thinking, in an old way of being and living, right? You go to work, you pay your bills, right? Yeah, I mean, you're thankful for all that. Of course we are, that we can pay our bills. And I know some of you are experiencing some difficulty with that. And, that's okay, because you're going to come out of that. You're going to come out of that. And I think it has, honestly, it's a two-parter, okay? It's something you have to let something go. Something has to change in order to let you move, okay, towards the adventure, towards that spark, towards of what you might be missing, right? And again, as mentioned in my off-camera meditation, I mentioned it to you guys earlier, slow and steady wins the race. This doesn't have to be overnight. Again, this energy is fluid. This is right now, April's energy. But I also mentioned that temperature may be rising in June, right? You're moving towards this energy. Things are changing for you. Page of Wands. Interestingly enough, with this card here, you guys, I feel as though you're being delivered a message. End of April, beginning of May. Okay? It's something along the lines of this path, right? That is being new leaf. I keep seeing a new leaf turning over. I keep seeing the leaves slowly falling from the tree. So while this has and will not happen overnight, and overnight, I mean, it's not going to happen like tomorrow. Everything's going to change. It's going to be a gradual shift. You're going to be receiving signs, guys. You're going to be receiving signs. Quiet your mind enough to allow yourself to receive them. Your movement towards adventure, towards your future is coming. I'm hearing great things ahead. Great things ahead. Slow and steady wins the race. My Taurus family, I thank you so much for being here. I hope this message brings you clarity and peace. And until next time.